And good evening, high school basketball fans, and welcome to the Division I state semifinal contest on the campus of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Tonight, we are going to take in the Jackson Polar Bears and the 25-0 undefeated Gahanna Lincoln Lions. Charlie Jones, along with America's favorite booth buddy tonight, Mr. Joe Dunn. And Joe, everybody's been talking down here about how tough this Lincoln Lion team is.
Well, there's no doubt about it. They have three of the best guards in the state of Ohio. Stevie Taylor, their point guard, only a junior. Some people think he's the best point guard in the entire state. So we're going to see some outstanding guard play. Jackson has the advantage down low, but watch those Gahanna guards.
First of all, congratulations from Big Time Sports. You are in the big dance this weekend.
Well, you know, it's been a long week. It's been a great week, but it's been a long one. I think I haven't felt this relieved. You know, once that game ended and we have the ability to play right now, all the nerves kind of subside, and we're just ready to play, Charlie. We're ready to go, man.
I think if anybody deserves a shot at Gahanna Lincoln tonight, it's you guys. With the way you've played through this tournament run, you had a couple of nail biters. Big Time Sports was there with you.
Yes.
You deserve a shot tonight at this undefeated Gahanna Lincoln team.
You know, we got our hands full. There's no doubt about it. They're 26-0, 10th in the country. You know, but I think if we play our game, you know, we'll be there until the end, and with a great chance to win. But we have to play well. We have to defend and rebound like we haven't defended and rebounded all year, even to another level. But I know we're capable. The guys are looking forward to it, and hopefully those nerves go away early and we survive the first quarter. That's the key.
Coach, my scouting report says before we get hit in the back of the head with a basketball, they got two guards that are just quick as grease lightning that you're really going to have to contain tonight.
They actually have three. You know, three unbelievable guards who are quick, but also they shoot over 48% from three, all of them. So, you know, they run the Princeton set offense. We got to close to their shooters. They go to the glass hard. And, you know, it's a little bit of a mismatch for us guarding them, but then they have to guard us too. So it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. But, you know, we're excited to be here, and I truly think we have a shot.
Coach, I think you do, and you do too, and we are definitely going to be right behind you. Now, what about your kids? What's the posture? What's the mindset of your kids? They're down here for the first time, okay, in the history of Jackson High School. They're playing a team that is undefeated, that just demolished the #1 team in the nation, let alone the #1 team in Ohio. Sweet, sweet banana, huh? What do you think?
Well, you know, their mindset's very simply, you know, we're going to go out there, play our game, enjoy the moment, and then we feel like if we do that, that's going to be good enough to win. You know, they don't look at records. A lot of these guys played against each other in AAU. It's not like it's very unfamiliar for them, and you know, they put their shoes on just like we do, and I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna battle. We're gonna battle to the end, and hopefully have a chance there in the fourth quarter.
Coach, we are going to be cheering for you with every breath we have. Big Time Sports think you've had a great season. We want you back here Saturday night at 8:30 in that big dance, okay?
We're going to do our best.
All right, congratulations, Coach, and go get them for us, okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So there you have it, Coach Mike Fuline of the Jackson Polar Bears. We'll be back to the D1 state semifinal after you watch this.
Change is inevitable.
And we are back at the Schottenstein Center. This, of course, the Division I state semifinal basketball contest between the Jackson Polar Bears and the Gahanna Lincoln Lions. Charlie Jones, along with my booth buddy tonight, Joe Dunn, and Joe Jackson has got a big, big giant they have to slay this evening.
Well, I don't think a lot of people were that surprised after they read what happened to Northland, because all you got to do is take a look at the stats from Gahanna and realize they are an outstanding basketball team. They come in 26-0. They've got three guys that will probably be playing Division I basketball someday. Their guards may be as good as it gets in the state of Ohio. And Northland, I think right now, realizes exactly how good Gahanna is after that drubbing they took in the regional final.
Well, Gahanna finishes, okay, the final poll, Joe. Gahanna finished at number 2, only behind Columbus Northland. And you know what they did a short week ago? They dismantled Columbus Northland by 25 points in that regional championship game. They come in undefeated, and Coach Mike Thewline knows exactly what he's got to get done this evening.
So he's got to stop the guards. They got three of the best guards in the state of Ohio as a group. Rob Brandenburg, 6'3" and a senior, on his way to Virginia Commonwealth, full scholarship. Stevie Taylor, recognized as perhaps the best junior point guard in the state of Ohio. Anthony Jackson, 6-foot senior, moved into the Gahanna district after Columbus Westland failed to pass their levy. So after they didn't need any help, they get a big-time guard to go with Brandenburg and Stevie Taylor.
So there you see on your screen, let's take a look now at the starters for the Gahanna Lincoln Lions. And Joe, why don't you do the honor since you're talking about it?
Rob Brandenburg, 6'3" and a senior. Justin McDowell will be at one forward, 5'10" and a senior. Sam Bott, he is a guy that is only 6'4", but he's their biggest guy down low. Anthony Jackson, a guy we talked about, the transfer from Columbus Westland, and the junior Stevie Taylor. I've seen him listed anywhere from 5'6" to 5'10", Charlie. I'm anxious to see exactly how big this kid is.
I'm hearing nothing but great things about Stevie Taylor. But now on the other side of the coin, let's take a look at the Jackson Polar Bears. And believe me, we are going to be cheering for those Polar Bears. They're coming in at 23-2, and their starting lineup, nothing unusual about the starting lineup. 00 will be Josh Egner, coming in at 14 a game. Number 4 is Michael Shaw, who averages 10 a game. Number 10, C.J. Julian. He just shows up and gets it done. He's coming in at 6 a game. Brad Dupont, that's General Brad Dupont, who will see everything on the floor and run the offense. And last but not least, number 40 will be Martin Henniger, who is going to play for the Golden Flashes and Coach Gene Ford. Henniger only averages 21 a game, Joe.
And first team All-Ohio just announced this past week. If you're looking for something that the Polar Bears can get done, Charlie, I think you got to look down low. They definitely have the advantage down on the blocks with Henniger and Josh Egner. You got to get down there, but the problem is you got to keep them out of foul trouble. I thought that was one of the pluses for the regional championship victory over Toledo St. John. You kept Henniger and you kept the Egner out of foul trouble. They were really fresh going into that second half.
Well, you know, the winner of this game, Joe, who we hope, of course, is the Polar Bears from Jackson High School, will come right back here Saturday night at 8:30 for the right to play in the Division I championship game. Now, Cincinnati Muller, okay, defeated Mentor, okay, in the earlier contest, 66-59 in overtime. So Cincinnati Muller is waiting for either the Jackson Polar Bears or the Gahanna Lincoln Lions.
I'll tell you what, if Jackson can get by Gahanna, I like their chances against Cincinnati Muller. Mentor was a team that lived and died with that three-point shot. They had a great second quarter here tonight to take the lead, and then kind of cooled off in that second half and allowed Muller to win it in overtime tonight.
So let's take a look now. Jackson, of course, Federal League champions. The Jackson Polar Bears averaging 72 points a ball game. Their opponents, Joe, come in at 51. And for the Gahanna Lincoln Lions, they're averaging 73 a game. So a lot of similarities there. Opponents, though, only averaging 47 points a game. That's another thing we didn't talk about. Gahanna, not only are they known for those three guards going up and down, but they play great defense when the ball goes up, Joe.
Anytime you can hold Columbus Northland at only 45 points in a regional championship game going against the #1 high school player in the country, that tells me all I need to know about Gahanna's defense. Not only can they shoot the basketball, but they can also guard.
All right, now let's talk about Gahanna for a minute. If Gahanna Lincoln wins the state championship tournament here in basketball, if they get out of here with a championship trophy, they would complete a year, Joe, in which they won the Boys Division I Soccer Championship and the Boys Division I State Track Title. So Gahanna with a lot of athletes over there and a lot to be proud of. Now, can Jackson derail that Gahanna Express, baby?
I told you the advantage for Jackson right now, you got to go right down to Henniger and make them guard the big guy down on the block. Let's see how Gahanna defends Jackson's two guys down on the blocks that are Division I players. You know, Gahanna right around Columbus, west side of Columbus. So they've got a lot of fans here tonight, but I am really pleased at the turnout of Jackson Polar Bear fans. They sold well over 2,000 tickets to this game and have just a great student section to our left.
Well, Jackson, of course, out of the Federal League, and Federal League fans love their basketball. We got a lot of basketball fans here, a lot of Stark County people that are here tonight, and they'll be cheering for the Massillon Jackson Polar Bears. Jackson was here the last time in 2001 and lost to Cleveland St. Ignatius in this same game. So let's see tonight if Jackson can get over the hump as we take a look now at both teams breaking huddle to go to center court.
And a lot of these players, they're not strangers, Charlie. You've got Stevie Taylor and Brandenburg have played against Egner and Henniger in AAU basketball, so they know each other pretty well.
All right, so let's take a look now. We are at center court. Strap yourself in because this is the D1 state semifinal coming at you on Big Time Sports. The ball goes up. The tip will be controlled by, guess who? General Dupont of the Polar Bears.
They got Stevie Taylor on Dupont. Let's see how they work.
This is Egner way out on top. Egner will take 2 dribbles. Will look for some help double team. They'll go downside low to Henniger. Take it away. Steal. Gahanna.
That was Stevie Taylor, came with help defense, and he knocks it down.
It doesn't take long for Stevie Taylor to get things going for the Lincoln Lions.
Well, you can see what their strategy is, Charlie. Jackson went down low to Henniger, and they came with guard help down low.
Dupont on the drive, and a block is going to be called. So Brad Dupont will take a trip to the foul line here in the early going.
I'll tell you, Dupont taking it right to the rack. And that's one of the advantages. You take a look at it on the Bell Stores replay. That's the advantage Jackson has too, and some big guards like Dupont.
Brad Dupont can't get it. A little bit too hard off the back of the iron. Wow, they talked about the quickness of Stevie Taylor. They are right, Joe.
He's quick enough to come down and help defense on the block, so you know he's pretty quick.
Dupont will get the second one to go down, and that'll make it 2-1 now in favor of Gahanna Lincoln. Stevie Taylor with the basketball.
And they're going to put C.J. Julian on him. That's a heck of a challenge.
Wow. Taylor again with the basketball. This is Sam Bott. Bott can't get it. Rebound, big 0-0. This is Josh Egner for the Polar Bears.
And he went up high to get it. That's one of the things you've got to do against Gahanna. Don't give him any second looks.
Dupont inside to Egner. Egner in a lot of traffic. Egner's fouled. Count it, baby. And 1, as they say, baby.
Well, Egner is about as emotional as we've seen, and there's a good look at Egner. Again, they're bringing help from the guards, Charlie, and they bring help, and Egner gets it to drops on the Bell Stores replay.
So Josh Egner at the free throw line now. Shot is up, shot is good by Josh Egner.
Egner continues with the hot end at the charity stripe, Charlie. He had big free throws down the stretch against Toledo St. John to win it.
So call it 4-2 now in favor of Jackson. Sam Bott way out on top with the basketball. This is Anthony Jackson way out on top. Taylor can't get it. Rebound, Mark Henniger brings it down for Jackson.
Doing a good job on the glass. They got one putback, didn't get it, but Jackson right now doing a good job of holding Gahanna to 1 look.
Dupont with a nice drive will give it to Julian. Dupont should have taken it. Michael Shaw. Sweet banana, baby.
Gave him a wide open look. That's the problem, bringing your guard down low to help. If you don't get the rebound, you're going to have some wide open looks.
Taylor can't get it. Rebound, Egner, loose basketball, and they're going to say Egner knocked it out of bounds.
Boy, Egner is getting up in a hurry, Charlie. He's got his pogo sticks on tonight.
Wow, I'll tell you what, I bet Keith Dambrod is just smiling from ear to ear every time he watches Egner play basketball.
Well, he is really bringing the A game here the last couple games.
Anthony Jackson will go inside. What do we got? We got a whistle, and a foul's going to be called on 1-0. That's on C.J. Julian.
Well, Mike Feuline, a lot of confidence in The 6'1" senior, putting him on Stevie Taylor.
So
Best one of the better point guards, maybe in the Midwest. I should take a look at the foul there on Julian.
Anthony Jackson will make it good from the charity stripe. Jackson coming in averaging 13 a contest for Coach Tony Steib. Second shot by Jackson is also good, and that'll make it a 7-4 count now in favor of the Jackson Polar Bears.
And Dupont's got the challenge of breaking pressure, getting Jackson into their offense.
Brad Dupont, he's got it, baby.
And right now, he is the one guy Gahanna doesn't have an answer for. He's penetrated twice and delivered twice.
Very quickly now, Stevie Taylor looks, shoots, can't get it. Dupont with a rebound. He'll kick it out, Julian to Dupont. Uh-oh, guess what? Look out, here we go. Gahanna with the break. Up, can't get it. Tip in, can't get it. Rebound mark Henniger for Jackson.
Right now, Jackson has a chance to make a statement here in this first quarter. Don't want Gahanna to run out and hide from him. Jackson playing well.
Justin McDowell to Michael Schell. Count it! You can count that one, baby.
Michael Shaw.
Wow, Michael Shaw with 5 points out of the 11 for the Polar Bears.
Michael Shaw's one of those guys, outstanding shooter, and once he feels it, you let him set his feet, he can burn you.
I'll tell you what, from downtown, you gotta be kidding me. He shot that one from another zip code. That's Justin McDowell with a long rainbow that connects. 11-7, Dupont is gonna be called for a travel. And that'll give the ball now to the Gahanna Lincoln Lions.
Well, Dupont is a guy right now that's strong enough to take those small guards from Gahanna right to the rack, Charlie.
Yes, yes, and we got a big one in now. 6'4" junior Brandon Smith just came in off of that Lincoln bench and is on the floor now for the Lions.
Well, right now, Jackson doing a good job holding Gahanna. A lot of times one look, Dupont with the steal.
Egner will get it from Brad Dupont. I had a chance to talk privately with Brad Dupont before the game, and he was just exuding confidence. Shot is up, will not go, knocked out of bounds. They'll give it back now to Jackson. He said, mellow tones, don't worry. He says, we are in control here tonight.
Well, the general feels a lot of confidence. I tell you, cannot beat the amount of enthusiasm coming out of that Jackson area right now for this basketball team. Look to my left, there's nothing but white shirts down there. One of the biggest sections we've seen down here all week.
Yep, Jackson shot, Egner, he can't get it. CJ Julian can. Loose basketball, who's got it? It's Julian again. Up, can't find it, look out. Up and good at the other end is Rob Brandenburg. Brandenburg averaging 13 for the Lions.
Okay, they got to take a deep breath right here.
11.
And again, Dupont too strong. This time it was number 4, Brian Winston, who picks up the foul.
Yeah, let's take a look, Joe, at the replay on the drive-in. Right there, he gave him a little forearm shiver as he tried to get around him. But with the basketball now is Dave Devine for Jackson. He'll be the trigger man and give it up now to General Dupont.
Boy, coaches love big, strong point guards, and that's what Jackson has in Dupont. Just got to keep him out of foul trouble.
Egner will stop. Egner can't get it. Egner had it deflected very quickly. This is Rob Brandenburg down court for the Gahanna Lincoln Lions. Shot is up. Who do we have? Loose basketball. Gahanna.
Boy, like Brandenburg pushed off.
Downtown, a rebound, Brad Dupont for the Polar Bears. Into the corner, Devine, and a foul is going to be called on Rob Brandenburg of the Lions.
Boy, I tell you, Mike Fuline would dearly love to get Brandenburg in foul trouble. And again, he cannot get to the baseline, Charlie. Brandenburg was not quick enough to cut off the Polar Bears.
All right, so into the lineup now is Kevin Brandenburg, number 13 for Gahanna. And Josh Egner will bring it in underneath for the Polar Bears. Egner with the basketball. Divine, corner, Dupont. He's got it. That's a rainbow, baby. That is a 3 for Dupont.
And they throw it away, going the other way, Charlie. And that's one of the ways they beat Northland. They were quick enough to go down and get those cherry-picking shots.
Check it out, Joe, on the Papa Bears, a big play replay.
Boy, Brad Dupont loves that corner and nails another 3, having a great first quarter.
Dupont with the basketball. He'll drive on Brandenburg, throws the basketball away, and again, here come the Lincoln Lions. Brandenburg way out on top, shot. McDowell can't get it, rebound, Coventry, nice block by Egner. Egner again with the basketball knocked out of bounds, and they'll give it to the Lincoln Lions.
Boy, Egner at 6'6 and a half, 6'7". You throw in those long arms, Charlie, he can go up and get a lot of basketball.
He can get off the floor, and I like the way Egner plays. He plays with a lot of heart, Joe.
A lot of enthusiasm, and he is a guy that will give you everything he's got, both ends of the court.
So the Bears up by 5 now over the Lions. And Joe, we got a wildlife game going here tonight with all these animals on the court. 14-9. Inside, they try to go, thrown away. With the basketball is Michael Shaw, who will give it to C.J. Julian.
And they've taken Dupont out of the basketball game.
Michael Shaw, count it. Sweet banana, baby.
I don't think Scholl's missed a shot.
He hasn't. He's got 7 points. Scholl's got 7 now. Oh, they got him for 8. He's got 8. Yeah, he's got 2 threes and a 2 for 8 points. It's a 17-9 lead now in favor of Jackson.
I'll tell you what, if you're Gahanna and you scouted Jackson in that regional, Scholl shot the ball well, but not as well as he's shooting it tonight. He's a guy, if you're scouting Jackson, sometimes he can get lost, but he can burn you.
Yeah. He and Julian, nothing fancy, but they just show up and do the best they can, which is a great job by those 2 young men.
And the foul will be on Jackson as they tried to penetrate. That's either going to be Scholl or it looks like maybe Dave Devine.
Yes, foul is on Dave Devine.
Foul number 32, Dave Devine, his first
Take a look at the foul, Joe, and call it for us, buddy.
Well, again, they try and penetrate against Jackson's guards, and this time Jackson doesn't move their feet enough to get in front of him. So foul on Jackson.
So the undefeated Gahanna Lincoln Lions at 26-0 against our 23-2 Polar Bears. 17-9 Jackson by 8. 1 1/4, $1.25 left in the first quarter, and a foul's going to be called.
Well, that's a tough one out front. Looked like they got one of Jackson's guards who were pushing off.
No, they got James Feller. James Feller, number 11. Who, by the way, is on the court because they're giving Mark Henniger a little breather. By the way, can you believe we've played almost a quarter and Henniger hasn't got a point yet?
Team foul number 5 on the Polar Bears.
The big guy way on the top. This is Brandon Smith with the basketball. We'll go inside now to Brandenburg.
Well, they're quick out there.
Wow, how about that block by Josh Egner, baby? Huh?
He went up and pinned that like he's in the NBA, I'll tell you.
Dupont on the drive. We'll kick it out. Michael Shaw will not go that time. Very quickly now down court is Rob Brandenburg. Sweet banana, baby.
Egner.
Michael Shaw, what do you got? Wow. Foul's going to be called on number 21, Brandon Smith. And Michael Shaw was up against Goliath on that drive.
I'll tell you right, Egner's putting on a show right now. Watch this, Charlie. All basketball. I mean, he went up, timed it perfectly, and that's a statement right now. These Gahanna fans are shocked at that one.
Michael Shaw can't get it. Wow. But I tell you what, Michael Shaw with 8 of the 17 Polar Bear points. And you're right, Josh Egner defensively has played a great game here in the early going.
He's got at least 2 blocks I can remember, Charlie.
Make it 18-9 now in favor of the Jackson Polar Bears. Jackson up against undefeated and big-time program in the Gahanna Lincoln Lions.
And let's see if they can hold for the final shot. They're a team that likes to get it and go, but it looks like they're going to hold as we come to about 20 seconds in the first quarter. A great first quarter for the Polar Bears.
Anthony Jackson way out on top now. Jackson is that transfer from Columbus Wesleyan. They had some levee problems,
Yes,
Joe,
they did.
at Columbus Wesleyan. So Jackson said, hey, I'm out of here. I want to play some high school hoops.
Wide open look.
Brandenburg can't get it, but guess what? Josh Egner is going to bring down the rebound. Wow. It's
Egner, great first quarter.
yes, and a great first quarter for the Jackson Polar Bears. Call it Jackson 18, Gahanna 9. We'll be back after you watch this. All right, we are back, 18-9 Jackson after one. Now listen up, Stark County basketball fans. Pay attention to this one. I want to tell you about Papa Bear's Big Time Sports special offer. Take your ticket stub from today's game. Repeat, take your ticket stub into Papa Bear's restaurant and receive 15% off new item, okay? Take your ticket stub from today's game to Papa Bear's in Canton and get 15% off any menu item. This offer is good through April 2nd. Mellow Tones will see you at Papa Bear's. Joe, good first quarter for the Bears.
Excellent first quarter. They got a 9-point lead, and Henniger and Egner no fouls.
So Jackson now looking defensively. Uh-oh, guess what? Gonna light him up that time. Brandenburg is gonna hit one. No, that's Anthony Jackson from way out on top.
Again, that's wide open out there. That's a shot a lot of teams say, go ahead and take it on me, but they've got that type of range from out past the arc.
Brad Dupont with the basketball on the right elbow for Jackson. Down low now to Egner, and a foul's going to be, uh-oh, no. Wow. Thought he had a nice move there, Joe.
That was right in front of us, and they say Egner moved both his feet at the same time, but that's something they got to go back to because Jackson has the advantage if he can get it down the block to Egner or Henniger.
18-12, Jackson up by 6. Rob Brandenburg will go right side now to Anthony Jackson. Down low, Anthony Jackson. He's got it. Nice pass inside along the baseline.
All right, now Gahanna, even with the blocks by Egner, not afraid to take it to the hoop against the Polar Bears.
Dupont to Michael Shaw. Inside, Henniger can't get it, and Henniger, wow, in a lot of contact in there, loses the basketball.
I'll tell you, Ryan Grimmy got an elbow over the side of the head from Henniger. They tried to front, they tried to throw over top. Pretty good defense for Gahanna.
Rob Brandenburg to Sam Bach. Big guy out front is Ryan Grimm from downtown. Uh-oh, guess what?
Anthony Jackson.
Yes, sir, baby. Jackson is lighting them up, and we've got a timeout on the floor. And what was an 18-9 lead is now only an 18-17 lead, thanks to the 3 balls by Gahanna.
Well, we talked in the pregame, Charlie, how good these Gahanna guards were. We're talking about Brandenburg, Jackson, and Stevie Taylor. Brandenburg and Taylor, 2 of the more well-known players in Ohio, but Anthony Jackson is a guy that has really lit it up here in the first half.
We'd like to thank our good friends from the Game Day Grill, baby, the Game Day Grill. And that, of course, is on Fulton Drive. Joe and I want to see you at the Game Day Grill because it's a good place to be, Joe, right?
I understand after that win over Toledo St. John, they were lined up trying to get in the Game Day Grill. It was a wild place. Everybody's celebrating in Jackson over there at the Game Day.
Great atmosphere, good people, good food at the Game Day Grill, baby, with the basketball. Egner, another turnover, Jackson, and again, here come the Lions. Uh-oh, guess what? What do we got? We got a foul called.
Well, they tried to go up and dunk, and I think Egner, who was trailing the play, went up and got the foul.
Let's take a look on the replay. Call it yourself at home. Watch the basketball.
That's Rob Brandenburg going up and trying to stuff it at 6'3", and Egner got him.
So Brandenburg now on the line, averaging 13 a game, 6'3" senior. And can't get the first one to go down.
Well, he's a guy that the University of Akron recruited hard. Kind of hesitated a little bit. Before you know it, he had committed to Virginia Commonwealth.
Second shot is no good. Well, he better practice his free throws before he heads for Virginia Commonwealth. 18-17, Jackson with that slim 1-point lead. Oh, no.
Foul on Henniger out front. Moving screen.
Called a illegal screen on Henniger.
Well, right now you got Egner with one, and Henniger just picked up his first.
Yeah, we played, We played almost 3 minutes, and Jackson has yet to take a shot at the bucket here in the second quarter.
Well, he talked about defense for Gahanna. Their team plays with a lot of confidence.
Well, Gahanna was only 3 out of 16, Joe, from the floor in the first quarter.
And Jackson has extended that defense out there.
Stevie Taylor outside. Jackson can't get him, but guess what? Tip in by Rob Brandenburg.
That's their first lead of the game, I think.
Dupont, Michael Shaw, count it. Uh-oh, in and out, will not go this time. Rebound to Gahanna Lincoln. Foul is going to be called at the other end on the Polar Bears.
That was on Michael Shaw. And you can see right now how quick they are, Charlie. If you don't rebound the basketball, they are out and running on you. There's a look at it on the Bell Stores replay. You've got Egner trailing, Scholl trying to keep up, got a lot of basketball, but also got a big piece of number 22, Stevie Taylor.
All right, so Jackson 6 out of 11 from the floor for 55% in that first period, compared to only 3 out of 16 for 19% in the first quarter for the Lincoln Lions. But things have really turned around here in the second period. It's a 10-0 run, Joe. Gahanna Lincoln is on a 10-0 run over the Polar Bears.
And now 11-0, and one thing they've done, they've taken a lot of that penetration away from Brad Dupont. They're really keeping him outside right now.
Dupont and the Lions now down by 2, 20-18. Egner will give it to Dupont. Michael Shaw will look. He'll go inside to Henniger. Shot is up, and a foul is going to be called. And you know what? They can do that all night long, Joe. I would double post, look for either Egner or Henniger every time down the floor.
I agree 100%. That's a mismatch in Jackson's favor if he can get it down to Henniger.
So Mark Henniger, nothing but net now for his first point of the night. Now he comes in, Joe, averaging 21 a game, and he's just now getting into the box score. Second one is good for Henniger, and that's going to tie it up at 20 apiece.
As we said, Jackson has extended that perimeter defense to take away some of those long outside looks from Gahanna, which means the big guys are going to have to be extra careful on some back doors and some dribble drives to the hoop.
Stevie Taylor will give it up now to Rob Brandenburg. 4:20 to play in our first half. Don't forget, CSE Federal Credit Union will take care of us as usual at halftime. And Egner with the rebound off the floor will get it up very quickly now to General Dupont. Foul is going to be called on, Rob Brandenburg.
I think that's his second, isn't it?
Yes, that is number 2 now on Rob Brandenburg, and very quickly a replacement off the bench. Joe, call the foul, buddy.
Here again, they try and go down low to Henniger, and Brandenburg again, they're bringing the guards, Charlie, from the weak side to help on defense. And you can get a lot of people in trouble with that type of defense, because Henniger, if he can get it down there, is going to get fouled or get it up.
All right, so as you take a look at Mark Henniger, gets his third point of the game, all 3 from the foul line. Many, many thanks to the Game Day Grill. I want to see you there. We're going to do a show. We're going to do our big time sports show right from the Game Day Grill. We'll keep you all posted on that one. And of course, our good friends at Papa Bear's offering this big 15% discount by taking your game stub in before April 2nd. Less than 4 minutes to play now. They'll go inside to Jackson. Stop, pop, baseline up and good. Anthony Jackson with the basket.
Boy, he's been impressive. I really like his game. He's a guy that can stop, shoot off the dribble, tough to defend.
Michael Shaw can't get it. Rebound, Brad Dupont. Good hustle, Dupont. Stop, pop, loose basketball, jump ball. Guess what? They're not going to call jump ball.
Boy,
They're going to give it to the Jackson Polo Bears.
Possession arrow right now pointed Jackson's way. But you can see how quick they are on defense, Charlie. As soon as that ball goes down low on the block, they are bringing help from the weak side. They're bringing guards down to help, always reaching in, grabbing for the basketball.
Anthony Jackson, Joe, has 12 out of the 22 for Gahanna, so they haven't found an answer yet for Anthony Jackson. As you see Dupont, he'll go inside to Egner, count it, and one, baby, sweet banana, Josh Egner.
Well, Egner is a great passer. We saw that last week at the University of Akron when he hit Josh Egner for a dunk, and this time he goes up, says, hey, my buddy Egner has a little better look. I'm going to take it down low to the big guy. Good assist.
There you see it on our pup, Bears big play replay. Josh Egner and the Bears up by one. Egner at the free throw line can make it a deuce. Shot is up, nothing but net for Josh Egner.
Well, he's been shooting free throws just great here in the last 2 or 3 games.
Stevie Taylor, averaging 17 a game, has 12 so far. Inside, turnover. Michael Shaw with the basketball.
I think Dupont knocked it away.
Dupont barking out signals. Once number 3, I think he said. They're going to clear the lane. He's going to take it to the baseline. He's going to get double teamed. This is Egner now to C.J. Julian. Egner tried to get it to Henniger. Couldn't do it. Turnover. Jackson. Taylor on the drive. Can't get it. Rebound Henniger. And here comes General Dupont, who'll give it up to Michael Shaw. Shaw can't get it. No whistle, and we're going to go the other way.
Boy, it looked like he got hammered in there.
Dupont with the rebound, and Joe, we've got ourselves, is this the boys state basketball tournament, or is this the boys state track meet?
Boy, the pace has been unbelievable right now. And again, they steal it with the quick hands, and the basketball turned over again. And Jackson getting caught up right now in the way Gahanna likes to play the basketball. We've got him with 6 turnovers.
Yep, 6 turnovers so far in the contest, thanks to our stats provided tonight by high school basketball's loveliest statistician, and that, of course, is the love of my life, Smoochie Jones.
Yes, doing a great job. She's got that Jackson shirt on, too.
Yes, she does, baby. She's cheering for them polar bears, old Smoochie is. So out on top now, on the floor, number 33 is Jordan Martin for Gahanna Lincoln. 1.5 minutes to play. Quite a basketball game. Look out. Oh, no. Absolutely. Wow, we got to check this out.
I thought he had all ball.
It was nothing but ball, baby.
Unless he got him with the body, but I don't think the official was in position to see it.
Check it out, Joe. Here we go. Watch it.
Official never had a real good look at that one.
Shot is up. Will not go. Brandon Smith at the foul line as Tyler Graining will come in now. And
Henniger's got to sit down with 2 fouls with 1:29 to go in the half. He leaves with 3 points.
second shot is no good. Egner with the rebound for Jackson.
Boy, he has got a bundle of rebounds already. Jackson needs a good possession here. The last 2 or 3 have resulted in turnovers, so they've got to take their time, get a good look here as they're going to spread the floor against Gahanna. This is going to be tough against those guards, that quickness.
1:10 to play. They go inside to Tyler Graining and throw it away. Very quickly now. Down court, Jackson shot, can't get it. Rebound, who's got it? Dupont is fouled.
He's run off the play for a foul on Gahanna.
That foul is on Stevie Taylor. I believe number 22, yes, they're going to call Stevie Taylor with the foul. Check it out on our Bell Stores replay, Joe.
Well, that is kind of knocked away there by Michael Scholl. Dupont gets it, and then Stevie Taylor comes over, just runs him off the play, bodies him for a foul.
So at the free throw line, Brad Dupont. And Brad Dupont, so far in the contest, wow, he's got 12. The shot is up. Brad Dupont now has 7. Make it 25-22 now, just under 1 minute to play. Join us at halftime. We're going to be talking to a couple special people, Joe.
Yes, we are. Looking forward to your interview with OHSA Commissioner Dr. Dan Ross, and also Tim Street.
Yes, Tim Street, who has taken real good care of us here at the state tournament. We got a lot of things coming up at halftime, so join us if you will. 26-22, Jackson by 4.
And Jackson's going to extend that defense out. Looked like they're in a little bit of a 2-3 zone, little matchup right now. And Gahanna's going to try and hold, Charlie, for that final look.
Well, I think that's, if you're Mike Feuline, so what? Let him hold it for that last look, right?
Jackson's got the basket, or Jackson with a 4-point lead. Gahanna says, hey, we're going to hold and try and cut into this lead, as they're going to try and maybe go with about 7-8 seconds on the clock.
Well, time will tell here. 26-22 has been a great first half of high school basketball between two great high school basketball programs. 15 seconds, Joe.
If you're Egner now, you got to play center field. You got to be the goalie right here. Knock anything away. Because they're going to come right at him, it looks like.
You know, Taylor's going to take it, and Taylor does. Shot is up. Shot is good by Stevie Taylor. And that's exactly what the Lincoln Lions wanted. So we've gone through one half of the state semifinal, and we've got ourselves a dandy. It's Jackson 26, Gahanna 24. We'll be back with our CSE Federal Credit Union halftime report after you watch this. And we are back at Ohio State University, just about ready for second half action here. Our score at halftime, 26-24 in favor of the Jackson Polar Bears. And many thanks to our good friends at the CSE Federal Credit Union for taking care of us at halftime. And we'll see now if Jackson can be a giant killer tonight and knock this Gahanna Lincoln train right off the tracks. This is Brad Dupont with the basketball.
Okay, outscored Jackson 15-8 in that second quarter. It was all Jackson in the first quarter.
Julian will go inside. This is Henniger with the basketball.
Well, they are quick. When Henniger gets the ball, they're just reaching and grabbing at the basketball.
Dupont, baseline will stop. We'll look for some help. We'll get it inside to Henniger. Henniger will give it to Julian on the drive. Julian, Dupont with the shot, can't get it. Julian with the hustle. How about that hustle play by C.J. Julian? That's what I was talking about, Joe, early in the contest when I said all C.J. Julian does is get the job done. Look at the hustle by this guy.
I'd say he had a big steal in the regional that set up, I thought, one of the biggest plays of the basketball game, and does it again here. Scholl.
And a traveling violation, Joe.
Looked like he was trying to call the timeout, didn't get it.
So with the basketball now and down by 2 are the Gahanna Lincoln Lions in the name of, this guy is hot to trot. This is Anthony Jackson.
Dupont with the steal and couldn't hold on to the basketball. But those guards for Gahanna right now, Brandenburg and Jackson, Stevie Taylor, big matchup problems for the Polar Bears.
You know, Jackson with 12 markers so far in the ball game. They'll go inside now, down low. Looking for some help, gets it. Wow.
Jackson has not been hurt down low.
There's the drive, Sam Bott. What do we got? We got a block. Shot is up, can't get it. Rebound, Michael Scholl for the Polar Bears.
Jackson doing a great job down low defensively. Egner had 3 blocks there in the first half. Henniger, a little hooker up and in.
How about that? Nothing but good basket for Mark Henniger.
All night long on that, just post him down there.
Well, when you're 6'8", you get a lot of, in and out, can't get it. Rebound, Henniger to Brad Dupont.
Jackson doing a good job holding Gahanna to a lot of times only one look.
Big Time Sports bringing you big time state semifinal basketball action. And Henniger will give it up now to Brad Dupont on the left side. Call it 28-24. The Bears by 4 now, early in the second half. Egner, you can count that one, baby. I said, put it in the bank, put it in the vault, because this is a big play replay, baby.
I think he wanted to go up and jam this thing. Watch him. He's going to go high, and it goes down for him. Well, that is you talk about strength right there.
Wow.
I mean, a lot of guys aren't going to get that shot up. He got it up and go down for him.
So Josh Egner with the basket, and at the foul line now for the free throw. Shot is up, in and out, can't get it. Henniger with the basketball. Throws it away very quickly. Now comes Anthony Jackson. Stevie Taylor, he's got it. No, he does not have it. Henniger with the rebound. Julian to Dupont.
Take it down low again.
Inside, Josh Egner. Boy, they got him bodied up, don't they? Now, see, I can't believe, wow. You know what?
All night long, just take it down to your big guys.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. How do you stop Henniger and Egner when they get the ball down low?
The only thing they can do is stop themselves, and I think Gahanna knows it. They're going to have to talk about defense right now on Jackson's big guys, because they're taking it down there, Charlie, and they're not having any problem getting their shot off.
All right, so with it, 32-24, Jackson up by 8. I want to remind you again about our good friends from Papa Bear's Restaurant over in the Belden Village area. You take your ticket stub, Joe, from tonight's.
I got a bunch of them.
From tonight's ball game, right. You can get 15% off for a week at Papa Bear's.
Wow,
you got it?
I like that.
That's what we call our Papa Bear's Big Time Sports Big Time offer. 15% off any menu item when you take in your ticket stub from tonight's contest. Okay, you got 1 week now through April 2nd. And get in there and realize the big savings from our good friends at Papa Bear.
Another good start to the quarter for Jackson. They're up 32-24. And again, it's been the big guys down low that has really hurt Gahanna. Steal by Dupont.
Brad Dupont at the other end. He's got it. And all of a sudden, Joe, we've got ourselves a 34-24 game.
I think biggest lead of the night for Jackson.
Yes, a 10-point lead for the Polar Bears. Way out on top now. Rob Brandenburg drives, can't get it. Shots up, slapped away, and out of bounds.
Julian with the block. Boy, he is doing a little bit of everything, as you said, Charlie. The blocks.
How you doing?
The steals. Setting up to take charges. He knows what his role is, and he's good at it.
Wow, and he's doing a great job tonight for Mike Fuline. 34-24, a 10-point lead now for the Jackson Polar Bears. Stop, pop, shot is up, in and out. Rebound, Henniger quickly now to C.J. Julian, and here come the Bears. Into the corner, Shaw, stop, pop. Rebound, C.J. Julian, baby.
Love that kid.
Stop, hit it, baby. In and out, who's got it?
Julian.
You're kidding me.
Unbelievable play by the senior. Gives Jackson 2 additional looks on this trip. Let's see if they can connect.
What a sequence by C.J. Julian, and a timeout called by Michael Shaw. Julian is going to make the Big Time Sports highlight reel this year, baby. C.J. Julian.
One of the smartest players in the Federal League, and he's showing it right now with nothing but pure hustle.
Gahanna 0 for 6 to start the second half. Here's Julian. Second out. There's a shot on the baseline by Sean. Watch who comes up with a rebound.
Came off the top of his head, and he got it.
Yes. So Gahanna 0 for 6 to start the second half in field goal shooting. And it shows it as the Polar Bears 34-24 are up by 10.
And he gets another one right there on the Bell Stores replay. 2 offensive rebounds on that set for C.J. Julian.
So Josh Egner will bring it in now for the Polar Bears and get it to Michael Shaw. Julian with the basketball. We'll give it up to Egner. Count it. Yes, sir, baby. So weak. Banana.
Boy, he is strong tonight.
I'm going to take a look at Josh Egner, baby. 0-0. Check it out on our Bell Store replay. Nice, strong move to the hoop for 2.
He's feeling it right now. And Egner's a type of player that feeds off success. The better he plays, the better he gets.
Egner will make a free throw and get 3 on that trip to put the Bears up by 13 at 37-24.
And Egner has 13.
Shot is up. Nice shot that time. That'll quiet him up.
McDowell.
Yes. That ruins an 11-0 run by Jackson. So it's 11-3 now in the last couple minutes. Egner again. Uh-oh, that time no whistle. And here comes Stevie Taylor. Taylor very quick. Uh-oh, what's it? Oh, no.
Well, I'll tell you, Egner was ready for the run out there if Jackson had got the basketball.
37-27, a 10-point lead now for the Jackson Polar Bears.
Well, this has been an unbelievable pace. Brandenburg.
Can he get it? No, he can't. Rebound by Mark Henniger. And Brad Dupont will bring it down now for the Polar Bears. Checked out there by Justin McDowell.
Dave Devine going to check in at the next break for Jackson.
Brad Dupont will look the floor over. Less than 3 minutes to play now in our third period. Loose basketball. What do we got? And the arrow is going to give it back to Gahanna Lincoln.
I tell you, guys battling for it right there. Dupont had it. Tried to call for a timeout. Mike Fuline trying to call for a timeout. And I think the players glad for a little break. Boy, they are huffing and puffing out there, Charlie.
Yeah, both teams. This is quite the contested basketball game. Both teams up and down. They're leaving it all on the floor out there tonight, baby, as well you should when you're in the state semifinal of the state basketball tournament. So let's take a look now and see what Justin McDowell will do with it. They'll give it right side now to Rob Brandenburg. This is Brandenburg with the basketball. Stevie Taylor will give it up now to Ryan Grime. 37-27. Shot. And Henniger out of front now. This is Brad Dupont. Dupont. Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
Oh, NBA, baby!
So weak! Banana, baby! What a show Brad Dupont and Josh Egner are putting on now for these fans, baby.
Even Mike Fuline trying to suppress a grin over there. He loved it.
The house is rocking in Columbus, and I'm talking about rocking, baby. Taylor on the drive. He can't get it. Rebound shot is up. Foul is going to be called. And at the free throw line for the Lincoln Lions, we're going to see Ryan Grime. Take a look now. Take a look at the jam by Josh Egner, baby. Wow. What do you think, baby? Huh?
Don't see him anything better than that, I'm telling you what. That had everybody on their feet here at Value City.
So 39-27 now, Jackson by 12. One
still buzzing on that one.
Yes, they are. Can't get either one up. Here will pick it up off the floor and give it to Brad Dupont. Quickly now. Uh-oh! Count it! Count it, baby! Foul, baby! Count the basket! Take him to the foul line. That's what I'm talking about.
Egner having fun right now.
Check it out, Joe, on our replay, baby.
I tell you, when he breaks free, I tell you what, his mohawk almost even with the rim on that one.
So James Feller will come in now and replace Henniger. They'll give Henniger a little breather with only a minute and a half to play. And guess what? We've got a 14-point lead now for the Jackson Polar Bears.
Well, you can't be complacent. You got to keep coming at him, Charlie. Keep coming at him.
Egner Oh, in and out, you don't see that very often. You don't miss too many. Very quickly now. Gahanna will bring it down. They will stop. They will pop. They will rebound. No, they won't. It's off the floor now. Loose basketball, and a foul is going to be called on James Feller of Jackson.
I'll tell you what, I love that hustle from Jackson. Every loose ball right now, they're going after it. They're leaving nothing to chance.
And Sam Bott will come in again now. Number 5 is Sam Bott for Gahanna Lincoln. Also on the floor is 24 Jamel Morris for Gahanna. Henniger will come in and give Egner a little bit of a breather, and the fans voice their appreciation to Josh Egner.
I'll tell you what, he has been a man out there, no doubt about it. Had a great game against Toledo St. John, coming back with even a better one tonight. And a foul away from the ball will be on Gahanna.
Yes, the foul will be on Jamel Morris.
Pushing off. Yes,
he did. Little forearm there down low, and the official right on top of it.
Now they're going to get Dupont back in there. And now Michael Scholl's going to come out, I think. No. Now they're going to get Dave Devine out of there. So Dupont comes in. Egner will try and rest his final 1:10 of the third quarter, then come out strong in the fourth.
C.J. Julian will bring it in now to Brad Dupont, who gives it to Mark Henniger. Henniger will give it up quickly now to Michael Scholl. Scholl will throw it away, and here comes Gahanna. Shot is up. Shot is good, so a basket on the turnover.
Got to be careful here in the final minute of play.
Makes it 41-29 now.
Don't give up what you've worked so hard to get.
Julian will get it across the 10-second line, and another turnover for Jackson. Wow, that full court zone press has committed 2 turnovers now in the last 13 seconds.
Brandenburg and
Michael Scholl
didn't get there in time.
So Scholl will be the one whistled with the foul. And that is foul number 2 on Scholl. Take a look now. That time Scholl could not get in front of him in time.
Now Mike Feuline says, hey, I cannot wait any longer. I got to get Egner back in there.
32 seconds on the clock is all that she wrote here in the third quarter. It's a 41-29 game now. Shot. It's good. Nice shot.
Look out.
That was Anthony Jackson with a nice one.
Jackson needs a good possession here. They steal it again.
Shot from the corner. Will not go. Rebound Brad Dupont now. And here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3. Count it. Michael Scholl will not go, and that's going to hit. That's shot at the buzzer. No, it will not fall through, and that's it, baby. After 3 periods of basketball, it's Jackson 41, Gahanna 32. We'll be back after you watch this. Day Grill over on Fulton Drive Northwest. You can even eat breakfast at the Game Day Grill. But Joe Dunn's favorite, of course, is Monday or Tuesday night. Right, Joe?
Actually, I love that beer batter fish special. All you can eat on Wednesday night. I go there all the time. That is great.
All right, so we've also got some March Madness and happy hour specials. And don't forget, daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, beginning at only $3.59 for a half-pound burger, okay? Breakfast from 8 to 12 Saturday and Sunday only, but stop by and see our good friends from the Game Day Grill. And Joe and I will be there sometime, and we'll let you know in advance, right, Joe?
Exactly. Looking forward to going over there and doing one of our big-time sports weekly shows. Great place for all the Jackson fans together.
All right, now Gahanna in that period, Joe, only 3 out of 15 from the floor for Gahanna in that period.
Well, Jackson right now has to take care of the basketball. That is their main priority, because Gahanna's going to come with that quick defensive pressure, going to try and trap. What Jackson has to do is work it down low again to the big guys right there. Henniger.
Yes, nice pass, Brad Dupont. Easy basket, Mark Henniger for the Bears. Taken away. Julian is out in front. Layup time for C.J. Julian, and all of a sudden, Joey, it's a 45-32 contest, and Gahanna are just, hey, they're just going to sit over there and play basketball.
All right, now Jackson, if they can beat the pressure and get it down low, have a great shot here.
Rob Brandenburg. This is Sam Bott with the basketball. 22 is Stevie Taylor for Gahanna Lincoln.
Looked like a little moving screen out there for Gahanna.
All right, so let's take a look now as Brandenburg will give it up to Sam Bott. Henniger is going to be called on the foul. That was a hustle foul by Mark Henniger.
Number three, yep. That was a tough one because he's trying for the steal. And let's see what Mike Feuline decides to do. I think you got to leave him in there, Charlie.
Oh, absolutely. You got 2 more to give, and you've got 7 minutes to play. Check it out now.
Bell Stores replay. Henniger reaches in and knocks him down. Easy call right there in front of everybody. Again, if Jackson can beat the pressure, they're in good shape.
They need to put the stops on Stevie Taylor. He's a one-man wrecking crew for the Lincoln Lions here. Jackson coming in at 23-2. Gahanna Lincoln 25-0, undefeated. The Gahanna Lincoln Lions, 26-0, undefeated. Shot.
Oh,
wow, how about that one?
That baby had eyes.
Anthony Jackson just gets it to go, but it counts.
Whoa!
You gotta be kidding me. That's Michael Shaw. Michael Shaw just put on an NBA move for the 2.
He had one of those in the regional, that left-handed English, Charlie, built in off the glass.
6:10 to play. Shot is up. Uh-oh, that shot is good, and all of a sudden, Anthony Jackson is starting to heat up. Julian will give it up. This is Brad Dupont with the basketball. Taken away by C.J. Julian. Egner, he's got it. You can count that one. And whenever Josh Egner, Joe, gets that ball that close, just mark it on the board.
Get it down low. Look out.
Stevie Taylor, rebound, Josh Egner. Julian with the basketball to Bradley Dupont.
Get it down low. Don't quit attacking.
5.5 minutes to play. Michael Shaw will go inside to Egner. Egner up. And a foul is going to be called, and that is going to go against Rob Brandenburg.
Gahanna has no answer. If you get the ball down again to Egner and Henniger, right here, Michael Shaw looking down low, has a little room, gets it down to Egner, and he just makes a nice baseline move. And Gahanna fortunate he didn't pop that one in.
Well, and Brandenburg just picked up his 4th personal foul, so if you're a Polar Bear fan, you like to see that. Egner, nothing but net. Big kid coming in now for Gahanna Lincoln is 32. That's Ryan Grime, a 6'5" senior.
He looks bigger than that, doesn't he?
Well, and I'll tell you what, he's also an all-state. He's supposed to be one of the best soccer goalies in all of America, Joe, this Ryan Grime.
Well, the net's a little smaller in this sport.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but yeah, they tell me he is really something special. So both shots by Egner are good. It's 51-38 now.
Egner in with 21.
At the 5:15 mark of the contest. Jackson will stay in that man-to-man. Morris outside with the basketball. Ryan Grimes will give it up now. Kevin Brandenburg to the right side. Jackson stops, pops, can't get it. Rebound, Josh Egner.
Oh!
And Egner will throw it away. Wow.
Threw it right at him. Can't
Dupont.
afford those type of mistakes.
Man, wow.
I'll tell you what, that was Kevin Brandenburg that went charging for it.
I'll tell you what, a lot of bumping and grinding out there. Dupont.
I'll tell you what, I think this is the first time Mike Feuline has had an 11-point lead and hasn't felt comfortable.
Yes, well, I'll tell you what, why would you against 26-0 Gahanna Lincoln, who just, of course, dethroned the #1 team in the nation about 4 or 5 days ago. 4.5 to play now. 51-40.
Boy,
Dupont.
they're pushing hard outside. Oh, what a blast by Dupont as Henniger goes back door.
Wow, that's textbook basketball on the back door, baby. Henniger with an easy one from General Dupont.
I'll tell you, Stevie Taylor, one of the best guards in Ohio. Dupont stating his case for being one of the better guards in this state.
Don't forget, the winner of this one will take on Cincinnati Moeller for the D1 crown. That'll be tomorrow night, Saturday night at 8:30. Shot is up. He's got it. Nice, strong move. And I'll tell you what, that Anthony Jackson is something special. Timeout called. All right, and with the score, 53-42, we are at the 3:51 mark of the contest. Smoochie, Joe Dunn, and Mello will all be back after you watch this. Something really special, and that happens at Papa Bear's. It's the Big Time Sports Big Time offer. You take your ticket stub from this basketball game to Papa Bear's, Joe, you get 15% off any menu item, you dig? And that's good through April the 2nd.
I'll tell you what, you got all the students on break next week at Jackson. I think they're going to take mom and dad to head on over there with those ticket stubs.
That's right, ticket stub from tonight's game to Papa Bear's gets you a 15% off any menu item, baby. So be there or be square. Here we go.
Again, Jackson, if they can take care of the basketball, number one, get it down low, number two, they may have a ticket here to the state championship game.
Michael Shull from downtown. Uh-oh, uh-oh. How about Michael Shull, baby? Wow, is he playing the game of his life? The little guy has got the heart of a monster, baby.
Don't let him set his feet. He will kill you.
56-42, 3 1/4 to play. Brandenburg with the basketball. Out on top now, this is Anthony Jackson. He can stop on a dime and put it up, Joey.
Julian taking the challenge to heart, doing a good job on him. Denying the basketball.
Shot, in and out, rebound, who's got it? Michael Shull's got it.
Got to run.
Julian for the Bears. He'll look for some help. Uh-oh, guess what? Oh, no. You got to be kidding me. Henniger had an easy one, couldn't get it. Shot is up, will not go. Foul is going to be called on Brad Dupont.
Boy, Henniger had such an easy one that he kind of babied that with the left hand and had it roll right off the lip of the rim.
Take a look, Joseph, at the foul here on Brad Dupont.
Well, Dupont just could not get in front of him. Kind of slid off to the side, and that's what cost him the foul.
So the Polar Bears, with 2:50 to play, trying to pull a shot heard round the world here this evening.
Well, it will shock Central Ohio, I know that, because they think this Gahanna team is very, very good, and they are. They're 26-0. And right now, Jackson within 2:45 of winning this basketball game. And again, the pressure gets to the Polar Bears. Stevie Taylor. They're going to call the foul on Jackson. I didn't see that one.
Well, they're going to call it on Brad Dupont. 2-0, Brad Dupont. And you're right, Joe. Check it out on the replay and call the foul.
Well, here's Stevie Taylor, a little pass inside. Henniger gets all ball right there.
Huh.
I didn't see it.
No, no foul there. 56-44 now, 2:35 to play. There you see it for the game. Gahanna shooting 31% from the floor. Egner with the rebound to Brad Dupont. Wow, throws the basketball away, and Dupont gets it back and gets it ahead now to Michael Shull.
Here comes the heat. Boy, the guard's all over the place. And Egner thought he got fouled, and the ball out of bounds belongs to Jackson.
You know,
right now the Polar Bears just got to take a deep breath, regain that composure, and beat that pressure.
If the officials let the physicality go on like has been, that does not help the Jackson Polar Bears, because they're getting double teamed. And look at this. What do we got here? We got a foul called.
Or a jump ball. Gonna call a tie-up?
No, we got a foul called, and Egner will go to the foul line, but Wow, they had two guys on Egner that time on the double team, and they're just slapping and grabbing in there. Check out the replay, Joe, and call it.
Well, there's one foul. There's two fouls.
The guy's got a bear hug on him, and
Team foul number 6 on Gahanna.
so Michael Scholl now way out on top for the Polar Bears. 2:10 to play. Julian on the drive. He can't get it. That ball is blocked. Here come the Lions. Shot is up. Shot is good. And what do we got? We got a timeout called.
10-point lead, 56-46. But we're down to 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the basketball game. And Gahanna trying to come up with one more big run here in the semifinal.
Well, I'll tell you what. Hopefully, the Polar Bears can pull this off. They've only got 2 minutes and 2 seconds to hold on to a 10-point lead. Now, you know, Joe, that when they try to bring this ball in bounds, Gahanna is going to have the entire 14-man roster, okay, pressuring them on this inbound pass. They're going to trap. Every place the ball goes, Gahanna is going to be beating on them with that double team.
Well, Mike Feuline deciding right now one of two things, Charlie. Do I hold the basketball and wait for the foul, or do I keep attacking? I think that's a decision they got to make. And whatever they decide to do, they've got to beat those double teams and traps that Gahanna's throwing at the Polar Bears right now with a lot of success.
C.J. Julian looking for some help. Will get it to Henniger and gets it kicked out of bounds by Stevie Taylor.
That took 2 seconds. It'll get another 10 to get it over. Don't like that rule, but it helps the Polar Bears right now.
Most certainly does. Julian will be the trigger man, and Henniger to Brad Dupont. Somebody's got to stay behind Dupont to help out on the double team. Wow, don't pass the ball in the air. Uh-oh.
Egner.
Yes.
Best shot in basketball.
Sweet. Banana Josh Egner 0-0, baby.
4-possession game right now, and Jackson has everything going their way right now. All the pressure, I think, is on Gahanna. They really have to play well here.
Stevie Taylor.
Oh, he pushed off.
He most certainly did. That forearm he pushed off. Watch the replay and look and see what Joe and I are talking about on this forearm push-off. Watch it right now. Watch the forearm. Look at this. Egner never even fouled him, and they called the foul on Egner.
All right, now you're down to 128.
That forearm was out there. Shot is up. It's good. That'll make it 58-47 now at the minute 28 mark to the basketball game.
Got to think rebound right here. Got to anticipate the miss and get the rebound.
Well, he got both of them to go down now, Ken. They get the ball across the 10-second line.
Take care of the basketball.
Here comes the double team. Don't dribble into trouble. Timeout called. Timeout called. Wow, and I'll tell you what, you know it's going to happen, Joe. You know exactly what's going to happen. So why not stay?
Get to the title game, but everybody from Jackson Township on their feet to my left. Nobody sitting down over there. They're up here with their Polar Bears in the final 121.
Can you imagine the people back in Stark County, or for that matter, all over the Stark County area that are watching this replay, Joe, and that are sitting at home cheering for these Jackson Polar Bears?
No doubt about it. They bring Henniger up, and now they break it. Get it to Henniger again. The big guy can handle the ball. And he steps out of bounds, and the Polar Bears dodged the possession right there. A big bullet with down to 1:13 left to go.
Joe, when you're being pressured like that, you don't leave your feet with the basketball in your hand, buddy, because that could spell disaster. Dupont.
Smart move.
Yes, with the basket. Oh, no, throws it away.
Dupont says he got me on the arm. Official doesn't buy it.
Wow.
And we're down to 1:08 left to go. Jackson enjoying a 10-point lead, but they've got to control the basketball, and now Gahanna gonna try and hit.
Jackson with a shot. Can't get it. Rebound. Who's got it? A lot of hustle out there. No, here come the Lions. Shot is up. They got it. And what do we got? We got a timeout by Gahanna Lincoln, and Jackson has got to figure out a way to hold on to the basketball. Too many turnovers, Joe, in the last 2.5 minutes.
We've got 53.2 seconds, and that's all between Jackson and a chance to win a state championship. But Gahanna, with as much pressure defensively from their guards as we've seen all season long, Charlie. We thought Timken, we thought McKinley would bring the pressure, Glen Oak with pressure, Hoover with pressure. They've turned it up a notch here from Gahanna with those good, quick guards.
The guards are quick from Gahanna, but one of these teams will be back Saturday night at 8:30 to play in the D1 championship game, to play Cincinnati Moeller, who beat, by the way, a Menor team, who beat a Menor team that beat Jackson by 3 out in San Diego earlier in the season.
You're absolutely right. And now Jackson, the number one thing they've got to do right here, get the ball inbounds.
Now they got to get it inbounds.
And then get it over the timeline, hold on,
and hope
take
for the
nothing
foul.
but a layup. Nothing but layups right now.
Henniger with the basketball. And a foul is going to be called on the big guy. The big guy is Ryan Grime. And the reason you got Henniger up there, Henniger don't miss a whole lot of free throws, and Jackson will go to the line now with the bonus.
Well, another reason he's down there, if you're in trouble, just lob it up there and let the big guy go get it. That can break a lot of pressure. And now free throws. Free throws can take you to the championship game, Charlie, because that may be the only alternative Gahanna has here in the final minute. Got to hit free throws.
Wow, and Henniger hits a big one right there. You know, I've seen Mark Henniger hit so many crucial shots.
This is huge right here because it makes it a 4-possession game.
It does, with only 50 seconds on the clock.
Get in there.
Yeah, shot is up, shot is good by Mark Henniger. And Joe, wow, we got to be thinking about a Bob Evans player of the game here pretty soon, buddy.
No fouls for Jackson, no fouls.
Nice drive, Stevie Taylor, nice block, Josh.
Egner.
Yes, Josh Egner with a big one and a foul again by Ryan Grimes. Look at this stuff, this is unbelievable. Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Kevin Brandenburg, who ran Dupont off the play, and then a little bit extra, and Dupont came right at him.
Check it out, on the block by Egner, baby.
Egner with those long arms, buddy. And now watch Dupont. He's going to go up the side, and he's going to get fouled once, no call, twice, and then Brandenburg hangs on and kind of does a slap at him, and then Dupont comes over and says, hey, don't want any of that.
Nope. So at the free throw line is General Dupont, number 20. 60-50 now. Jackson by 10. Dupont, he's got it. So Brad Dupont, the senior point guard, comes through with a big free throw for Jackson.
I'll tell you what, Josh Egner just played the game of his life, Charlie.
Wow, he most certainly has.
Dupont, Henniger, Julian, big shots by Scholl. I mean, it has been all the Polar Bears that get him in the championship game.
We are going to have to take a lot of votes for our Bob Evans player of the game, aren't we?
Here comes Henniger.
Henniger can't get it. Egner, but a foul is going to be called, and Henniger is going to go to the free throw line. And guess what, baby? You can warm up the bus. You can put the dogs right square in the truck because is in the books, baby, and Jackson will go to the big dance tomorrow night for the championship.
Well, they've been close before, but never this close. And right now, all of Stark County on the edge of their seats as the Polar Bears will try and bring a Division I state championship back to Jackson and back to Stark County.
And Jackson fans are just hysterical down there in that end zone.
Hope there's enough hotel rooms for everybody down here. I don't know how many people want to head back home and come back tomorrow.
Not a whole lot want to head home, buddy, as Henniger with a shot. Can't get it.
No fouls here.
No, just stand back and let him shoot the basketball. Shot from behind the arc will not go. It goes out of bounds. Tipped back in, Tyler Grading.
It's over.
Yes, sir, baby.
Put a fork in him.
Take it to the bank, baby. Take it to the bank. The Polar Bears will be there in the big one. Listen to the Jackson crowd voice their pleasure, baby.
62-50. Polar Bears.
All right, with the final score 62 to 50, we will be back with our CSE Federal Credit Union. Check that, our Texas Roadhouse wrap-up show after you watch this.